A hometown bat company is seeing new life tonight in the mountains.
In today's Carolina Moment, photojournalist Matthew Yates shows us just how a son is continuing his father's legacy of craftsmanship right here in the mountains.
I guess the thing that really kind of got me into this was collecting autographs and memorabilia. And when I saw how much they wanted for a bat, I said, well, shoot, I know I could make one. And so started making some bats. And of course, the first ones I made were out of walnut and cherry and all kinds of exotic woods, kind of.
And more players started liking them and said, hey, you need to start using hitting wood. And he was like, well, what is that?
So you just kind of, you just kind of dig into it. And I've always worked with wood, always had sawmills.
We kind of jumped right into it, and then fast forward, and we've all of a sudden got an MLB contract in the late 90s and got 100,000 bats a year just kind of flown out of little old Brevard, North Carolina.
Ended up meeting players and friendships and going through one door and ended up out on the field or in a dugout and just don't even know how you could never do that again. I spent a lot of time with Atlanta Braves with Ryan Klesko and Javi Lopez and Chipper Jones, all those kind of guys.
There's a lot of the guys that Dad made good friends with. They were just good people.
They might give me a game bat, and then I would make their model, and then I'd take them down to Atlanta. I'd go down there every visiting team, and I'd take samples for them, and and a lot of them would take it and say, hey, can I use it in the game? And I'd say, sure. Another player would see it, and it didn't take long, it just took off.
In 2005, I think he kind of looked at the operation and just noticed that the hand craftsmanship that he had started with, where he was turning it on a lathe, he knew that he had handcrafted that, but when you're cranking out 100,000, I think that hand craftsmanship had been lost a little bit.
I guess really in reality, I got a little bored, so.
In 2017, we convinced him to launch it again. You start learning at a young age that this is something that you love, you want to be around. And I think just watching him craft a bat made me realize that you've got to keep that tradition going. Convinced my dad to give us a little bit of the secret sauce and figure out what was kind of missing the first time around that would have kept it more homegrown.
And so we're really doing something special in here because we hand make everything, we hand paint everything. And it really surprises people.
It's made here in North Carolina, and that's something I took pride in as a kid, and you just gravitated towards it, and it just carried me on into adulthood.
Now that I got, Tom and Cody and all the boys, it's just like family. Everybody working here, they've been around me all their lives. I've taken them to ball games, and now, there's a different bunch of energy into it now. It's just wonderful. It's what I call a real family business.
And bats aren't all that they make. They make unique gifts like mugs that are shaped like bats and bottle openers and some other things.
And to learn more about the history of Young Bat Company, go to our website, WLOS.com.
Now, your News 13 Skywatch weather.
Baseball fan or not, that's a pretty cool story, isn't it?